Last time on the Great Ace Attorney.
Granted, these two prints are almost identical. However, there is one minor discrepancy between them.
What? You're gonna make me look stupid in front of Mr. Fancy Pants over there!
It's all right, Sulky. We always look stupid. It's just second nature.
Oh, here we
It
go.
seem that way.
When you view the two pictures stereoscopically.
There it is.
Like, I love how they're doing this as if we never figured it out.
Da da da.
Enhance!
Wow.
What's the matter, Bruno? We know that they're related, don't we? They're both vital pieces of evidence.
Yes, of course. You and I both know that. We know McGuilded's true character. We know the disc is significant, even if we don't know why. But if we explain all that to the court at this point, we'll have to acknowledge that McGuilded's acquittal 2 months ago was a mistake, that the defense's argument was flawed, based on false information. And that would mean admitting that Gina committed perjury.
But maybe this could be a great opportunity for us.
What do you mean, Iris?
Well, what is it that you always say, Bruno?
Oh no, I'm doomed, oh no?
No.
Objection?
Sooner or later, the truth comes out. Every time.
My lord, the defense would like to make a proposal.
What proposal, counsel?
While the court awaits the arrival of Mr. McGuilded's small box, I would like to call the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, to the witness stand.
The defendant? To what end? It would appear Mr. McGuilded was prepared to kill in order to take possession of this disc. Do you know why that would be?
I ain't got a clue. I reckon it must have been worth a fair bit of brass. He was probably going to sell it. And you can't blame me for thinking that. Thinking ain't no crime.
Oh, there it is.
It's longer than I thought it was.
That's what she said.
This is... This is the article in question, is it? That small box deposited by Mr. McGuilded.
And on the night of Mr. Windybank's murder, the only item on the shelves that was touched by whoever broke into the shop.
Quick, let's open it and see what's inside.
Da, 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 da.
It is a music box! Ha-ha!
There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, where we play the game and do the voices.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah,
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
and just before we jump in back to the trial, well, why don't you, give that little red subscribe button a bit of a clicky. And don't forget to like, comment, and ring the bell as well.
Yeah.
Yes, I know I
Awesome.
didn't do it in the right order.
It was when you went
Sue me.
like, comment, and ring the bell. It's like,
Well, I'd already
it's
said
real-
subscribe. I didn't
I
want to
know.
say subscribe again, because
It
then
just
that
feels
defeats
really-
the point.
It just feels really weird. When when you're used to like an order and then it's like not in the order, it's really weird.
You're the only one
I am.
used to the order.
It is true. It is true.
Fine, I will refuse to do an intro ever again.
What you'll unsubscribe. Don't do that, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm going to unsubscribe.
No. Okay. Well, obviously. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, woe is me.
Oh, right. Last time we had figured out, we had played the music box disc, and it was like, oh, it's broken. But of course, we were like, it's all Morse code. We know it's Morse code. We're going to wait for the lady to be like, ow, it's Morse code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the officer sent to fetch it didn't drop it on the way back to the courtroom.
Oh, have you never dropped nothing in my life? Oh, did Mom drop me on the head? I never dropped no evidence.
I just about made out the idea of my mum dropped me on my head.
I didn't drop it, my mum dropped me on my head.
Yeah, my mum dropped me on my head, but I never dropped nothing. Something like that. Took the joke right out of my mouth. Anyway,
Well, with much regret, I feel the court must accept that this music box offers little in the way of clues.
are you all truly that stupid?
Are you ready to move on, counsel?
Come on! Yes, all right. It does sound as though it's completely broken, but is it? Could this music emanating from the music box possibly be a new clue?
Yes.
It could be a clue.
Wait, obviously.
Yes!
I believe that it could be relevant, my lord.
Good Lord! But how can it be? You heard it, it's complete rubbish. It's almost like modern music. It's an abomination, Council.
Yep.
Mere noise.
Yeah, pretty much like today's
He looks
music.
just like. I just love he in the typical sort of granddad response. It's like,
It's mere noise.
it's just noise.
I fail to see how it can have any meaning whatsoever.
It's just boom, boom, boom with these youngins today.
Boom, 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 boom. It's a Blackadder reference.
It does.
All right, Baldry.
It does.
Sorry.
It does sound strange. I agree, but there's one thing bothering me. While Graydon stands there chortling victoriously,
Looks like he's going to throw up. I don't
He
know about
does.
chortling.
Yeah.
Is it going to be juror number 5 is like, oh,
the inspector beside him has a rather telling expression on his face.
Staring him down.
It's as if Gregson recognizes the sound, as if he's familiar with it somehow.
and apparently juror number 5 is not just like, oh yes, I know what this says.
Well, doesn't she also have earphones on, like headphones on?
He's got some headphones.
So maybe she didn't hear it because she's too busy. Like,
She's too busy clicking away.
I was about to say texting everyone else, but
Texting everyone else.
Morse coding everyone else. Texting. So
And that's
19th
making him
century
appear
texting.
extremely on edge.
if that's the stance of the defense, my Nipponese friend, answer me this.
Oh!
Yes. An abomination indeed.
I wish I knew Morse code.
Just what relevance do you propose this woeful chiming has on this case? Come on, juror number 4.
It's the defense's belief that the sound emanating from this music box is
Not supposed to be music.
Just because this is a music box, it doesn't necessarily mean the sounds we're hearing are music.
Oh, shit.
Blast.
They seem to have rumbled me. Oh, is that a gavel? Sorry.
That's the gavel.
Dang it. It's because we recorded Danganronpa first.
Look at that. The smile vanished from Graydon's lips as soon as I said it.
Have I scrambled your eggs, Mr. Benedict?
I'm on the right lines here. I must be.
Making deductions based on how people react to what you say. You're acting just like Hurley, Bruno.
Oh, no.
I'm so proud of you.
Or perhaps somebody called...
Oh, no.
Or perhaps...
What's wrong, Bruno?
Oh, no, it's not
Don't you
Bruno.
want
He's
to be
doing...
like Hurley?
He's doing Hurley, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Oh,
woe's
sorry.
me.
I thought he was doing. Oh no, because
No,
like, I
no,
don't want to be
no,
compared to Hurley.
No,
Oh.
he is dismayed at the idea of being like her.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. You're acting just like somebody who I've never met called Athena Sykes. That's what she does.
Objection!
It's a character from a future Ace Attorney game. They have a little device doodle that
they
reads
have a little
people's
smiley face.
that reads emotions. It's not a spoiler. It's revealed in the first 5 minutes of the game. It's literally a mechanic. It's not a spoiler.
You're a
I mean, it
mechanic.
might be a spoiler to these people because it's in the future. But anyway, the sounds we're hearing aren't necessarily music. Well, now you've told us what they are not.
What is it?
I'm sure the court would like to hear what they are. Do enlighten us, my Nipponese friend. Sarah's like, damn it, he's not doing it.
Well,
Surely you have an idea in mind. Because if not, it will be the death of your ill-formed argument. Exactly. The music box is clearly broken. Refusing to accept that fact is pure foolishness.
they've got me. I don't know what the answer is. Yet.
Bruno,
I do like the gormless face he pulled. It was like,
I've just examined the music box very thoroughly. And I'm fairly certain that it's not broken at all.
Really?
Really. The way it's been made, it can only produce a single note anyway.
That's it. Okay, and so that's why it doesn't work in another music box, because it'll just play the random notes. But
Yeah.
in this, because every peg,
Notch, yeah.
every
Thing is the
peg will
same,
be
yeah.
tuned to the same note, then
Yeah.
that.
Thank you, Iris. All right. Well, if the music box isn't broken, it must mean that the sounds it's producing have some significance that isn't musical. Yes.
I mean, I guess the thing about this is that for someone who perhaps doesn't know what Morse code is, maybe this is obviously quite like, oh my god, what is it? So
I suppose that's
Pretty sure the paper had messed things up as well.
they're underneath. The pegs are
I
underneath.
suppose, yeah.
Could it be? Is that what these sounds are?
So he does know what Morse code is?
Something's just struck me, Runo. I feel like recently, in the past few hours even, I've heard another sound very much like this one the music box makes.
Just not quite as plingy.
Yes, it's a familiar sound. Actually, Iris, I was just thinking exactly the same thing.
Perfect, we're on the same wavelength, Runo.
I'm going to have to press the defense for an answer, because honestly, this just seems like an awful lot of rambling to me. If your assertion is that the sound produced by this music box is not in fact music at all, then what the devil is it, Counsel? I'm going mad just thinking about it.
All the evidence we've seen so far, all the testimony we've heard, it's all pointing to one single answer now.
The prosecution demands that my learned Nipponese friend presents proof now. Tangible proof of this latest wild speculation. Well, we can't present tangible proof, as it were, I guess.
All right, then.
We're just going to point at Juror 4, right?
Yeah, this could be the best chance I'm going to get to fight back in this trial.
Presuming it's Juror number 4 and not 5. I forget.
It's full.
And if I'm right, it's going to join all the dots together, as well as the dashes, because that's how Morse code works. The evidence that explains the true nature of the sounds on this music box disc is...
Oh, crap.
What? Oh, one of those. Bugger.
Okay, this is... So I don't know how we're going to do it with an actual piece of evidence. It's not that. I don't think. Not like a Morse
Be a
code
gun.
markings on it. I just meant if there was Morse code marks on it or something, which there's not going to be. Photograph. It's a photographic print. No. This one.
Do we have the option to look at people?
No.
Is it the disc itself?
I think that has to be it. I'm just looking to make sure there is nothing. I mean, I really. The third bullet. It's got to be the disc. It's got to be.
It has to be.
Oh no! Oh.
Obviously, it's this!
I'm afraid to say, Counsel, that you are being rather optimistic with that leading obviously there.
Where do we type in an answer? I want to type in Morse code.
If I'm honest, as I thumped my hands down just now, I had an inkling that it was going to hurt me more than the bench.
Well, at least one of your inklings was correct then.
No balls.
That's a rhythmic tinging, sorry.
Yes, Iris.
That's a
we know.
rhythmic tinging sound the music box makes. It's definitely familiar somehow.
It's almost like some sort of code. The question is how to show that the tinging sound has a connection to this case.
The newspaper! Is Is it the newspaper?
Oh.
Why the
Maybe?
news? What,
Have we got the newspaper?
newspaper. Government secrets being leaked.
Yes.
Baby.
Parishes and pick purse plunder.
Uh,
What is the like description of the newspaper say?
government.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think.
That one.
I think that's the only other thing that links it because everything else.
I think
is like,
you've rumbled it, Sarah.
everything else is.
I've said it. I've like gone. It's this, and I'm like, oh no, I'm not
Sarah,
sure
I think.
now.
Sarah, I think you need to have more confidence. There's nothing else it could be
Because it can't be
What?
anything to do with the stereoscope.
because that's about
What's
that's
the
a
clipboard?
visual.
Is that the autopsy report?
Yes. It can't be that. It's obviously not Sholmes' pouch. It's not about the bullet. Like none of these are relevant.
Yeah. It's good.
Hang on, what's in the, what's
It's
in
a
the
good show.
people
You remember
list?
the.
What's in the people list?
People list.
I don't think we can see the
RB.
people.
Well, so we can look at the people, but we can't present them. I'm just looking at the case record right now. This isn't the present screen.
Oh, I didn't know if you could present juror number
No,
4 because
no.
she's tapping away.
No.
on the-
You can only present actual evidence. I think it has to be the paper. Everything else is related to like the actual the incident. Right.
Safety save.
You are right. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good idea.
She is right though.
She is. Yeah.
Don't know. Stop it, because I might not be.
Sarah,
I might not be.
Sarah, there's nothing wrong with taking a risk. We've done a safety save now, so it's fine. Boop.
Today's paper, Council. The headline is Pawnbroker perishes in Pickpurse plunder. Hardly supportive of your cause.
No, my lord. I was hoping you'd look a little further down the page.
Further down? But I can only look at the top of newspapers. Anything further down and I just have to cut it in half.
They've got some very catchy headlines, and well, I can't read small
I-
print.
I find the papers such rubbish, I only look at the first page and then I throw them away.
Although if there's a page 3, then I'm very interested.
Oh, very cheeky. Ministry man, a little
Oh, I
bit.
don't know if that'll. Oh,
little bit
that
of a-
might not sink in for Taylor. I don't know if I think that's a British thing.
Well, we'll tell him afterwards.
okay.
It might be a little bit of an ankle reveal. Anyway,
Cool reveal.
Ministry mole. Classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Ministry of Justice. Yes, this is a very serious matter. Being investigated at the highest level, I understand.
It's been, yeah, sure has. And Van Zieks is over there just deciding to throw all kinds of spanners in my direction.
I have heard that international transmissions along supposedly secure lines are somehow being intercepted and leaked to various other countries.
What about leak? No leak. No leak. Here visiting tourists.
Mr. Moskowitz, are we leaking?
Please take me to Crystal Tower.
Please take the Crystal Tower.
And presumably, those transmissions are in the form of wired telegrams?
Of course.
Juror number 5, your input, please.
Okay,
Oh,
five.
she
I
is
meant to
5.
say 5.
Oh, I was thinking
I'm not
him.
pa-
I was thinking him and the surgeon. Her and the surgeon were the other way around.
yeah.
Stop. Me, sir? Whatever is the matter?
Yeah, she's got her headphones on, so she's obviously not being paying attention.
You told the court before that you worked at the same communication station as Mr. Graydon, did you not?
Why is communication station funny? I guess
It's because it rhymes like a
Cation
communication
station. Cation station. Cation
Cation
station.
station.
Sorry, it just amuses me. I'm a child.
Not as much of a child as I am.
You know, I'm not going to argue.
Yes, that's correct.
And the particular station where you work
The communication station, perhaps?
deals with government communications in a stationary fashion and newspaper reports.
Oh, yes. We're not your run-of-the-mill communication station at all. Our work is extremely important. Will you stop being so childish and laughing away in the corner over there?
You're stationed at the communication station. Then tell me, is this not a very familiar sound?
You don't mean to say... Is it?
That's right, madam. It bears more than a passing resemblance to the sound made by your telegraph machine as you tap
What?
it.
You don't need to say this. Why isn't she saying this? Why is she?
She should be like, oh, yeah, okay, this is, yeah, oh,
She
okay,
should-
the treasure is buried 30 leagues this way.
The treasure
I only
is-
started last week. I'm an amateur at the
I'm
moment.
gonna say,
a
it's-
newbie.
It's just like, excuse me, Mr. Lawyer, could you please remind me what Morse code is again? She can't recognize it on hearing it. It's like, for God's sake.
I believe it's called Morse code.
You've been tapping it the entire
I
time we've
thought
been in
those were the
court.
ones with the long ships that raided all the places, Ringo.
I forgot his voice. Yes, the Vikings. Yeah, you might be right, Ash.
No, they're the Norse, you fool.
Oh, my
Same
mistake.
thing, innit? They're both right.
I don't believe it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when it comes to leaking telegrams from government departments, there could be nobody more perfectly placed than a highly skilled communications officer stationed at a communication station.
Are you suggesting that...
Excuse me, let me just try that.
Are you suggesting that the music box disc contains stolen government secrets in Morse code?
Thank you.
Oh, there's that heartburn flaring up again, something fierce.
Order, please, everyone, order! But this is high treason, Council, deserving of capital punishment.
Too much new vocabulary. What is this treason? And what is capital punishment?
You go bang,
Assault.
bang, shooty, shooty.
Bang, bang, shooty,
Oh,
shooty.
yes, I know. I understand bullets. Yes, I am
Oh,
ballistics
yes,
expert.
yes. Yes, I understand now. Also, you notice how the Russian guy has like the same beard model as the judge, if you look at it closely. It's like they've
I
moved
didn't
the
notice.
shape, yeah.
Have to have a look.
The sorts of words I'd half expect you to know.
But our sovereign government's confidential information, hostile nations would surely pay almost any price.
Pay no attention to my very expensive-looking wardrobe at this precise moment. Yes, and on that night, 2 months ago, that was the very negotiation at the communication station that was taking place inside the omnibus.
Wait. Oh.
Communication station negotiation.
But in the end, McGuilded perished, and the all-important disc lay unclaimed in the pawnbrokery.
My word!
In which case, whoever stole that information in the first place must surely have been beside himself with worry, I say, looking slowly at Mr. Graydon. Because if the disc were to be discovered before it found its way out of the country,
It would reveal an act of high treason, punishable by death.
oh,
Oh, bother.
is there no chance of a slap on the wrist?
Oh, I think he's busted now. Now she ain't coming back from that one.
Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah, let's scoot over this way, Rango. We don't want to be seen with no treasonous people. I may be a thief, but I'm loyal to the Queen's government. I tell you what, I'll save the Queen.
I'll save the Queen.
What?
No, I didn't say anything. I'm waiting for Taylor to say his line.
Oh,
So the culprit had no choice but to retrieve it. And in order to do that, he would have to gain entry to the pawnbrokery illegally in the middle of the night. Because the article left behind by Mr. McGuilded would incriminate him too much if it got into the wrong hands. Isn't that right, Mr. Graydon?
oh, my heart.
You think I've been stealing government secrets? Preposterous. Absolutely preposterous.
So, In response to the defense's accusation, you claim complete innocence, do you?
Well, of course I do. I've had to stand here in silence while that pretentious foreign lawyer has been prattling away.
Objection! Then by all means, counter the charges, sir.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's in trouble now. The guy in the fancy club is getting angry at him
he's up
now.
a creek, that's for sure. Where's me popcorn?
The prosecution demands the witness testifies in response to the accusations brought by the defense.
Oh, she's getting good now.
Oh,
ain't it,
well, I
Ash?
wasn't expecting you to be quite that helpful.
Delighted, I'm sure.
He's still gonna go for
I'm
it.
sorry, Sarah, what did you say?
No, it's all right. I was just doing a bit with Ringo. It's okay.
Oh,
I was just
sorry.
like,
Oh, she's getting interesting now.
I'm sorry. While I was reading, I couldn't hear what was going on.
oh, sorry. No, it's all right. I was just
sorry.
I'm just prattling away.
The train has derailed again.
Oh, you know what? That's what we should have robbed, was a train.
Oh, yeah.
We probably would have gotten away with that.
Yes.
Trouble is, Nash, I can't reach the carriage. I can go
Oh,
under the train.
bugger.
I mean, I get squished. You've got the eye.
Well,
I
we
did
need
get
a ladder
blessed
with
the eye, didn't
wheels,
I?
probably.
Yeah, we could have called it the Great Train Robbery. They could have made a film about it and everything. Whatever a film is. They could have made one of them weird moving silent picture things. Whatever it is. I don't know. I'll stop.
The witness is reminded that the crime under scrutiny in this trial is the murder of the pawnbroker, Mr. Windybank. That being a most...
Oh, no, here we go again.
Flagitious?
Flagituous. Flagitious. It's all right. It's just we're obviously we're gonna butcher this, and then we're gonna get told off.
Yep.
That being a most flagitious offence, for which the law of this land sanctions a capital punishment. But the heinous act of high treason is no less a serious crime. I urge you to...
Unless you live in America, in which case, you get supported by half the country.
I urge you to bear that in mind as you testify, Mr. Grayton. So then, let us proceed.
Hold
You
it!
may-
Oh no, these
Hey,
two.
Hold it! You gotta let us have a rabbit and I don't have a Mickey. What that means,
a rabbit
Ringo?
and pork
Rabbit and
here,
pork.
Governor. A rabbit and pork. Oh, a talk. I think. You gotta let us have a talk here, Governor. We've got things to say.
Yeah, I guess so. Makes sense.
You gotta let us have a rabbit and pork here, Governor. We got things to say. Lots of things.
I beg your pardon? Who do you think you are?
The Skulking
Well,
Brothers.
I'm Nash and that's Ringo.
No. No, Nash. You're Nash Ringo. You keep confusing yourself.
Nash Ringo. And I'm Ringo.
Oh, Ringo. And he's Ringo. He's Nash Ringo.
It's Mario and Luigi Mario.
Luigi Mario. I mean, they do look like Mario and also Green Mario.
Yeah,
Like-
to be honest.
Wario and Waluigi.
Name's Nash Skulkin. Occupation is professional baddie.
Name's Ringo Skulking, but we ain't baddies enough to sell out our motherland.
Oh my god, we were joking, but it's real. That's right. We're what they call
The Three Skulking
the Three
Brothers.
Skulkin Brothers.
Don't you look at me!
Look, I've told you already, I'm not to do with you lot.
I do.
Come on, Shulky.
Bad timing, fellas. Very bad timing.
Yeah.
No bother.
Okay. Well, we'll let him have a nap then.
He's clearly not on the
Witness
same wavelength as us anymore. He's got ideas above his station now, Nash.
A mere
You've changed.
A mere communications officer couldn't possibly steal confidential government information.
As the individual charged with sending the information, in what way could I possibly steal it? I mean, it's not as if I'm being
giving the information so I can relay it to other people. No.
Besides, the sounds produced by that music box aren't even Morse code. It was some low-class brickmaker negotiating with McGuilded anyway, was it not? I've no relation to the man.
Look, all we done is break into the gaff the other night like what he told us to do.
If we'd have known he was dodgy government secrets involved, we would have touched it.
Oh dear.
I like it when the judge's when his wig is slightly off to the side. It looks like a slightly progressive hairstyle, like a sort of modern asymmetrical hair. I don't know. It just looks quite.
They've got the quiff.
I think it
the
suits him.
shaved size of the quiff.
I think it suits him.
It also looks like it could just be another mustache he's wearing on his head.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
One Mr. will do, Governor. What's up?
Do I take it that you now admit to the crime?
Oh.
That on the night in question you did indeed gain entry to the premises illegally?
He says, flicking back through the notes to be like, yes, I'm pretty sure that was it, yes.
Oh, bother, we should have thought about that.
So you are
Well,
in fact... so just to clarify, you are pretty much confessing to at least one part of the crime.
Look, I did not shoot. I did not shoot the sheriff. I did not shoot the deputy. I shot the sheriff. I did not shoot the deputy.
This is this so-called situation of involving a banana and a photograph of a banana. I see. And here you are presenting me with the photograph of the banana, but you did not actually possess the true banana. I see.
I'll plead the fifth, Gov. I'll plead the fifth. I know it's not...
Ringo, I don't think that's us. I think that's the colonies.
Oh. Did it work over here, then?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
do
I'll
we
plead the
have
fifth, Gov. We'll try it anyway.
And moreover, you did so as a party of three, in collaboration with Mr. Graydon here.
Well.
We
did, Gov, we did.
Well done, guys.
Quieten down, please. What say you to that, Mr. Graydon?
Yuri, yuri. I have no idea what these two ruffians are referring to.
Yes, he does. You little rotter getting us all mixed up in this monkey business. You never said nothing about no government secrets. It was supposed to be a straight-up job.
And what about the geezer whose shop it was, eh? Poor old bloke didn't have to die, did he?
Nice to know who your friends are.
Whatever these men say, I deny the accusations.
You know, the stack of accusations is getting pretty high, isn't it? I mean, if you keep denying, you're just going to be stacked up to the ceiling.
If they get any higher, it's going to be higher than my box here.
Well, it's already up to the ceiling, I'm afraid, my dear boy.
Indeed. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this little music box to become so significant in the proceedings. However, as it has, I will admit it to the court record as evidence. Into the court record, rather. Forgot to put my teeth in, apparently.
Right then. So I guess we press everything, right?
That's usually the case.
That's right, Gov.
It's what we usually do.
Hold it! So is this newspaper headline accurate? Government communications are being intercepted?
How could I possibly know?
Oh, I don't know. You
How
work
could-
at the communication station where it's been happening. Maybe.
How could I possibly know?
You could say it was a situation at the communication station, and we should hasten to fashion a solution to the confusion. I don't know where I went with that. Confusion. What do you mean by that?
Any important government communications are handled by high-level officers, by specialists. General members of staff in the station where I work would never be entrusted with sensitive information. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, stop. Must say something, stop.
Oh, that's another juror, yeah.
No, stop. Must say something. Stop.
Curse you,
It's like he actually is a high-level communications officer.
curse you old hag.
Let me guess. Juror number 5.
We regular communication station officers aren't as lowly as you're being led to believe. A team of us are responsible for setting up and testing the telegraphs used by the ministry. And Mr. Graydon is the team leader.
Oh, will you shut up over there? You're not helping.
You very mean person. Mr. Mousekowitz say he want to bite fish.
He wants to nibble.
He wants to nibble eyeballs.
That's
Oh, Taylor, no.
fascinating.
Damn.
Busted! Graydon is a highly skilled operator. Stop! Currently in presence of idol. Stop!
Oh, dear.
So, you had access to the equipment used for these confidential communications, Mr. Graydon. And you're continuing to lie to the court, apparently.
What are the odds of the person I work with being selected for this jury? It's astronomical.
Well, what of it? The transmissions are always made behind closed doors, so they can't be heard. And in any case, all messages are sent enciphered. Normal employees can't possibly understand them.
Oh no! Stop! Must say something! Stop!
Will you please bloody well stop over there?
Mr. Graydon regularly attends meetings with ministry technicians and the ministry communications team.
Damn it, woman!
He assists them.
You're making it very difficult to lie.
This is devastating to my case!
He assists them in ensuring that there are no errors in important international communications. And he's received the top prize at cybercracking convention 5 years in a row now.
I'm sorry.
Wow, the cipher cracking con. It's a big event, guys.
I just love how coincidental this all is. It's such trite. Just like, my goodness.
That's a fascinating and, quite frankly, beggars belief.
Extremely coincidental. Like, extremely
I
good
just had
coincidence.
to come into court on the one day this obsessive woman was on the stand. Why? Why do bad things always happen to good people?
Nothing to say, Mr.
He
Graydon.
swallowed a whole lemon.
His face is inverted.
Graydon is a highly skilled operator. Stop! Currently in presence of idol. Stop!
Well, your idol would appreciate it if you'd keep your mouth shut.
She should really pick her idols more carefully.
I tell you this. I tell you, this lawyer's accusations are completely unfounded.
I'm surprised it even needs to continue past that
Well,
point.
yeah,
To be honest,
fair.
it's like she's established that he has the means, motive, opportunity, skill. Why are we even still doing this? It's like, no, he did it. He did it.
No, hang on. Look, all we done is break into the gaff dealer. Okay. It's alright. I wondered if any of that she'd said would have changed anything, but no. Okie back we go. Hold it.
They're not?
To anyone with a brain, that would be blatantly apparent on listening to that music box for even a few seconds.
Oh no! Stop! Must say something. Stop!
Oh, for God's sake!
Of course, of course.
Yada yada.
Surely, it can't be that my learned friend is unfamiliar with Morse code.
Ouch. He looks genuinely shocked at my ignorance.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
I would be more than happy to demonstrate the basics for you, sir.
A lesson? Here in court?
Morse code is a continuous series of two distinct tones.
Tones, you
Because,
say?
yeah, the problem is the dashes. Because obviously it's like, the music box can't prolong a sound. So the only thing is if it's already sort of a cipher in that when it, does like a little pling noise, if there's like a gap,
could you interpret that as a dash?
That was what I was assuming, is that the gaps were the dashes.
But the problem there as well is you then have to think, is it a gap or is it a space? Like, is it a space between into another letter? So but then maybe that's part of the puzzle in a way. Like, if this is that secret, you've got to sort of, it's already ciphered in a sort of way.
Yes, a short dot and a long dash. By combining these in different ways, you construct letters.
I see.
For example, this is A. And this is B. But when you listen to the sound produced by this music box, you only hear one tone, don't you?
See, I feel like you can figure it out. It's just like there's like really long pauses, and that would be when a new letter starts.
I feel like that's what it is, yeah.
But it sounds so similar. The rhythm of it is the same in everything.
But there's no discernible meaning to this apparently random sequence of sounds. So your assertion is fundamentally flawed. This is not Morse code.
No!
Oh, really? You shouldn't be so surprised. What did I tell you? That music box is nothing but a worthless piece of scrap. Perhaps you might consider studying your subject matter before casting aspersions in future.
Stop. Nothing to say, but stop.
Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it?
Iris?
I mean, if the government secrets were somehow being leaked using the music box, so many other things would slot into place so nicely.
It's because I was going to want to say shot for some reason.
Could there still be something I haven't
You
considered?
know what? We've not looked at it.
No, we haven't examined it.
That's true.
yet.
We haven't examined
Yeah,
it.
because like, is there? Ooh,
Oh,
what is
Is it-
this?
a button.
Button.
A bouton.
Oh!
What is it, Bruno?
I've just noticed something about this music box. It looks like the bottom of it opens up as
What?
well.
Yeah, Nani?
Ah, you're right. Well, come
Is
on.
it like on the bottom it plays the dashes?
Have you said the opening?
No, not yet. Sorry, it's just, I didn't know if Taylor was going to elaborate. So.
No. No, like, so
More.
if like, there's like two distinct music box players, like one plays one part of it, and then the other part plays like a different
Plays
sequence of
plays
notes.
the dash or something. Like one plays the dot and one plays the dash.
didn't-
Bing bong bong. Bing, bing, bong.
Didn't
Or it basically includes the cipher in there.
Maybe. What's up, sir?
No, I thought Graydon, like, way back when they were in the pawnbrokery when he was fighting over the disc, did he ask you, like, I'm sure he asked if there was another disc. Or he asked if there was another, unless it was the box.
Maybe.
I can't remember if he asked
I
if there was
suspect-
another disc, and Mindy Bang was like, no, there's only
He did
one.
ask for music box discs. He said, hand over any music box discs that happen to be in the pockets.
Yeah. Let's open it.
Oh, come on then. What are you waiting for? Let's open it.
All right then, here goes.
Oh,
Look at that. There's another movement on the underside.
So, does that mean you can
Huh?
set another disc?
oh, you play the dots and the dashes in sequence together.
You can set another disc to play back on this side.
Yes, I think so. And it looks like the two movements are linked together.
They're linked?
So if you had two discs, they would both play back at the same time.
Okay. I don't think we need to.
I was
I
right.
feel like we don't need anything else.
Well, we should just check just in case, maybe.
Okay. Open the box. Yeah.
Just in case, you never know. There might be something.
Well, I mean the cursor is lit, so. Oh, okay.
Who'd have thought there would be a second movement on the underside of the box?
And this movement is like the other one. The comb's teeth are all the same length.
So this movement also only produces a single tone like the other one.
Yes, it must do.
But perhaps they chime for a little bit longer, perhaps, or something to make it sound like dashes.
Except the length of the teeth on the two combs isn't the same.
Okay, so maybe it is like bing, bong, bong.
So the single tone produced by this movement will be different to the single tone we've already heard.
What?
Basically, each movement can only produce a single note.
But the notes they produce are different. A music box that can only play two tones.
So I guess check the other side now.
Like a dot and a dash, perhaps.
See how the 4 McGuilded disc sits in the music box the men deposited at Windibanks? It couldn't be a more perfect fit.
So there's no question then. The disc was designed to be played in this music box.
Yet despite that, the sounds it produces are neither musical nor do they appear to have any meaning. It just doesn't make any sense.
I wonder if perhaps there's more to this music box than meets the eye. Maybe we haven't discovered all its secrets yet.
I think that's because of the order in which we've examined the stuff. You don't think, someone like Gina's got the other disc or something, do you?
Maybe.
Because we're not going to get it from, Captain Cleverclogs.
No.
Okay.
Would it really be impossible to use this music box somehow to play back Morse code?
Give it a try, yeah.
Without the second disc.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible to prove.
What?
What?
Well,
Unless you just put the disc on the bottom.
I was going to say that, but it'll produce the same sounds. It'll be a different tone, but it'll be the same noises. At the same rhythm. I think without a second disc...
There's still every possibility that this music box was instrumental in the leaking of government secrets. That's the belief of the defense, at least.
Objection!
Does it please you in some way, my Nipponese friend, to repeat the same line of argument ad infinitum? It's already been established that to be Morse code, 2 tones are required. Dots and dashes.
Oh! We have Herlock's copy! We have Herlock's copy of the thing. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
We do?
Or Herlock made a copy of the disc. I don't know if we have it with us, but that was something that he did.
Oh, we haven't got it.
No, we haven't. Because he did it in the chocolate, right?
Yeah, the caramel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be like, we're going to go along this line. He's going to be like, no, I don't have a second disc. And he's going to be like, hold it! Oh, I'm so glad I could save you, Mr.
I'm so glad that I was able to make the trial.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
Then what? Well, it would appear that the defense has a hypothesis to put forward. You had better present your idea at once, counsel, in the form of tangible evidence which you don't have. How do you propose that this music box, which appears to produce only a single tone, could have been used to cipher secret messages into Morse code?
Oh,
we
okay,
show it.
now we can show the
Yeah,
button.
button. Oh, God! No, it's okay, because this is it's the same dialogue.
Yeah.
But actually, I was going to say I didn't press the present button, I pressed the examine button, but that's fine, because actually we need to open
We
it
need
anyway.
to open it anyway.
So yes, look at that, there's another movement on the other side. Oh, does that mean you can set another disc to play on this side? Yes, I think so. It looks like the two movements are
Why
linked
are we
together.
Irish now?
They're linked. So if you had 2 discs, they would both play back at the same time.
God benefit Jesus, I don't understand why we're Irish now.
Got
I've
it!
never been Irish in my entire life.
I just wanted to do a funny voice.
Good gracious! What am I looking at here? Another movement on the underside of the music box? What?
Oh! It appears, my lord, that the 2 movements are linked together. In other words, you can put 2 discs in this music box. And the sounds of both will play back at the same time!
Boulder Dash! Good heavens!
As the court has heard, Morse code comprises of 2 tones, a short dot and a long dash. With a second disc in place, this music box could be used to generate Morse code and convey a message.
Oh my goodness, this is quite unbelievable. This is beyond a joke.
I'm sorry?
This poor excuse for a lawyer has absolutely no evidence to support his claims.
I do, though. It's literally like right here. I just showed it.
Though, of course, if my learned friend were able to present the court with the second disc, that would be another matter. Well...
About that.
I can't. At the moment.
Bless you.
And may I remind the court that, as the witness has pointed out, he was not the one in the omnibus with Miss McGuilded 2 months ago, striking a deal over the disc or discs. Indeed. That was Mr. Mason, the brickmaker.
Exactly. I had nothing whatsoever to do with it.
Hold up. Can we pull up a picture of Mason?
No, we can't. And apart from
Yes, we can.
Apart from in here, nope. No, we can't.
No, he's not there.
We can't pull up.
Damn.
Though it has holes, I must admit the argument presented by the defense has much promise. I believe the cross-examination should continue.
The link between Graydon and the victim of the omnibus case must be there somewhere. But I haven't found it yet.
Oh dear. It looks like you need to give your argument more strength, Bruno.
You will reiterate your testimony, if you please, Mr. Graydon.
If I must, though I maintain exactly what I did at the start of this pointless cross-examination. It was some low class.
I feel like the reason why I asked is because I thought Mason had like blonde hair and blue eyes too.
I think he did.
So I'm wondering if it's like his father, and part of the reason why he did this is because he's like, well, I have no desire to be a low-class brickmaker's son. I must become a rich and wealthy individual.
Maybe.
So 2 months ago, in that omnibus, McGuilded killed the brickmaker and stole the disc.
Mr. Mason was a single man with almost nothing to his name. It seems he lived in an artisan quarter some years ago, but people there remember little about him.
That doesn't make much sense, though, does it? How would a humble brickmaker come to acquire secret government information?
How indeed?
There must have been somebody else involved behind the scenes in all of this. Somebody who acquired the disc and gave it to Mr. Mason. In order to take it to the meeting with McGuilded and negotiate a deal.
Dear me. Dear me. You may have it in for me, sir, but I assure you, I have far more class than that.
An old brickmaker from an artisan quarter and this well-to-do communications officer. If only I could find some evidence to link the two of them together.
If you have nothing more to add on that note, let us return to the witness testimony.
So perhaps this is where the Skulkin brothers come in and give us a little bit of something.
Like Mr. Graydon told you to do, you mean?
That's it, yeah. Who else, eh? Silly me thought he was just popping over for a natter after all them years, but the rot had a dodgy job.
I can
Oh,
see that's interesting.
after all them years. But the rot had a dodgy job for us. Eh, Ash? I'm not looking.
No,
I
if I don't
can't.
look
If I
at
don't
them,
look at them, I
they don't
won't see them.
exist.
Let me stop you there after Mr. Smith. Let me stop you there, Mr. Skulkin. After all them years, you say? Do you mean to tell me that Mr. Graydon is an acquaintance of yours? We're the sociable kind of baddies, you know. Sure, let's say Graydon's an old china.
Oh,
I'll
he's an
circle-
old friend then.
The jowl push.
I know.
I'll circle back round to it.
Boing, boing.
Enough! Why don't you baddies desist with the fiction? Obviously, I don't know these men from Adam. Now, for the last time, stop trying to implicate me in your sordid thievery.
Well, that's blooming nice, isn't it? You little turncoat. Fine, if that's how you want it, two can play at that game. We ain't never heard of this geezer before either. Don't know him from Adam.
Say.
Never spoken to him before in me life. Never even seen him.
Never, Dash, never.
Good grief. Such a blatant lie will not stand in my courtroom.
Oh, I see how it is. I see. He says he don't know us, but if we see it, we get the hammer. We get
The hammer.
Well, all I'll say is this.
Right, so we'll circle back round.
Oh, I see. You don't want to hear what I've got to say, do you?
You've already said it.
So this has got to be what it is. He was desperately trying to elevate himself above his lower class upbringing, and that's why he's done all of this.
Yeah.
Is something wrong, Mr. Skulkin?
No, Taylor. I'm sorry. I've got to stop you there. You forgot. You forewent a most important line.
What?
Well, you didn't say the thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that'll do.
No, the other Mr. Skulkin.
What? Who, me?
The jowl push still.
When your brother was testifying just now, he said something that seemed to cause you to react.
Oh? I was just remembering the old days, that's all. We used to have a right old laugh together way back when.
Together? With Mr. Graydon, you mean?
Yeah, with Asher. I mean, you look at him now and his fancy whistle and flute, and you wouldn't Adam believe it. But when he was younger, he was from the poor part of town, just like us.
Mm-hmm. Is that so?
But he was always a leery one. He had the brains, he had the savvy. Always coming up with smart ideas like what would never have gone through our heads.
Cool, blimey, ain't that the truth? Remember Milverton and Skulkin's milk run? That was a corker, eh?
Save it until after the trial. Your reminiscing has no place in this courtroom. And neither does your fruit.
What? Oi! The geezer asked us a question, didn't he? And we was answering.
Yeah, we ain't done nothing wrong.
Nevertheless, the court is not prepared to accompany you on your trip down memory lane. Counsel, can we turn our attention back to the testimony, please?
I don't know. Could that sentimental
Yes.
story be relevant somehow? Yeah, yes. My lord!
Yes, counsel.
The brother's last sentimental statement could hold vital information relating to this case.
Very well, counsel. I will permit the brothers to supplement their testimony with that detail briefly, I hasten to add.
Say no
Say
more.
no more!
A
A skulkin's never skulking. Milverton and Skulkin's milk run. Go them were the days. Who the hell is Milverton? I'm sure I'm going to regret asking, but what exactly was that? Some kind of business? Just a little scheme we had going back when we was youngsters. A bit of fun, really.
delivering fresh milk to the locals. That's what it was all about.
That sounds alarmingly legitimate. There must be a catch. I suppose, since we're here, I should ask them to elaborate. But on what?
The name.
The business model,
I think
probably.
the name.
I guess, yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, Milverton, because if his...
Yes.
Right, okay.
Because we're trying
So
to.
this business was just a bit
Because
of...
we're trying to link Graydon to
them.
Mason.
Mason.
So this business was just a bit of fun,
Like
you
it
say?
could be that he changed his name, for example.
And it was just yourselves and Mr. Graydon involved? Yeah, that's it. Milverton and Skulkin's Milk Run, was it?
Yeah, shit.
And where did the Milverton part come from? Oh, right. I thought a clever clogs like you'd have worked it.
There we go. Enough of this. How much longer are we expected to listen to this drivel?
Objection! Let me guess. You don't accept anything these two witnesses are saying?
I mean, you've rumbled me.
Tell me, why is it that it was only at the mention of the name Milverton that you decided to interject?
But why is it that only at the mention of Milverton did he interject?
Not again!
Just as it's starting to get good.
Yeah,
I don't make the rules, guys. I'm sorry. But unfortunately, yeah, once again, we've got to the good bits and we're out of time. So,
Dang it.
everyone hates me today. So
Nobody hates you.
Nobody hates
Why don't you leave a comment and say how much you love Sarah?
no.
But not in a not
No,
not
I'm
in a
allergic
creepy
to
way.
dice.
That's gross. But also, she will cringe. But make her cringe. Anyway,
No.
thank you ever so much for watching, guys. Don't forget that if you do like what we do, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get notified of our videos that go up. I'm not going to tell you when, because why would you hit the bell? If we just tell you every time, then there's no point. And leave a comment down below. And yeah, with that, that's just done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going.
See you in the next one.
See ya.
And remember, it's better to be a thief than a traitor to your country. God save the
Go
Queen!
save the Queen.